and all in thrilling new living sound.
Brand new banger. Exclusive hot new mix. Let's go. Hot shit. Here it comes.
Hello, Lucas Station fans. Welcome back to another exciting podcast with your host, Kennedy Lucas. And of course, we have not so much of a special guest, but the prodigal gold voice returns.
Yeah, that's right, Kennedy. I'm back in the studio. I walked up in here and everyone was so busy because today's Monday. We're starting the year off right. Our season premiere. You just got back from the stage of doing weekend vlog. How was that?
Well, it was good. It was great. Got a lot of new things coming up, and like the new music that came out, K Smooth featuring yours truly, My Love. Go check it out. It's on YouTube and SoundCloud at K.L.P Entertainment. So go check it out. And just announcing that. Very very excited for that.
Yeah, that's right. So I heard that the countdown is on for our new movie, Out of Bounds, Kennedy. So where can our fans go to go see that movie again?
Yeah, so the movie comes out this weekend. So hopefully you guys are ready. It's August 18th. That is a Friday for Daily Motion at K.L.P Entertainment. There's going to be part 1 and part 2, of course. That's how we did it with the crew and John Blaze. We had different parts to it. But this movie, Tyrus, me, you both star in it. And it's very, very fantastic. And hopefully you guys are ready for it again. So excited for the movie to come out because we worked really hard for that.
So we're here, Kennedy. We're here doing Lucas Chat Podcast Season 7 premiere. Can you believe that we ran 7 seasons of this? We got a new intro coming in, and people are very, very excited for it. Season 7. I remember when we first started this thing. It was a one person show, and then you called me up and you said, "Hey, Tyrus, I really need an extra voice on the show." And now that I'm here, we really perfected, and people really do love it. Saw you doing the latest collab podcast with Leap of Faith. How was that?
Well, that was pretty good, Tyrus. It was pretty good. It was very, very exciting to do something like this, reaching back and doing more collaborations. We got a lot more collaborations with different YouTubers out there coming very soon. We're all very busy. We have to schedule this kind of stuff, and we finally got it in, and we're ready to talk about it. We're ready to do the podcast for the Leap of Faith. And hope we find some good things. But today we're here to talk about a special game for the Season 7 premiere. It comes out next week, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Now, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy is an action-adventure video game developed by Naughty Dog, published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. You guys remember they got their new name. It's scheduled to release August 22nd, 2017 for PlayStation 4 only. Of course, Uncharted is a series for the Sony franchise, of course. It has the expansion of the Uncharted series. Players controlled by Chloe Fraser, who seeks the tusk of the Guinness in the mountains of India. In the midst of the Civil War, of course, you see Chloe in Uncharted 2 and 3. Very, very exciting for that. Of course, they're with the help of the mercenary, Nadine Ross.
Yeah, Nadine Ross was in Uncharted 4, Kennedy, and very, very excited to see that they're finally collabing something like that. Now, this game, before we read on to our description, this game, Kennedy, you have to say that this game was just a surprise for everyone around the world. We didn't know we were going to get another Uncharted game after Uncharted 4, but yes, we're going to get another Uncharted game. Like you said in your weekend vlog, your weekend show now, you say that you love the female characters. You're a feminist, Kennedy, and you're very, very excited to see how this develops well.
Yeah, that's true. So I actually saw some of the gameplay footage, and we're showing it here on the podcast. Very, very excited to see female roles again. I talked about it. If you guys if you missed it, the season 10 premiere of the weekend show, I talked about Tomb Raider. So that female role, I really do love it. Just very, very excited.
Yeah, so this game is played from a third-person perspective, as if every Uncharted game that had a third-person perspective. Players use firearms that can use melee combat and self-combat to defend against the hostile enemies. Players solve puzzles incorporating several platformer elements to advance the narrative and navigate the game's world on foot or by vehicle. Very, very excited. Development of The Lost Legacy began soon after the release of Uncharted 4: A Thieves' End in May 2016. Chloe began to central focus of the game with the story, design, gameplay elements reflecting on the character played by Claudia Black and Laura Bailey, as well as Nadine. Reprised after their roles as Chloe and Nadine through the voice and motion capture. Kennedy, motion capture is one of those things where we really do love to team.
Yeah, motion capture is a development for all gamers. Gameplay companies nowadays are using motion capture to be more realism. They try to be more real with their games, and I really do like it. I like how most games do their motion capture, because it's a form of art. It's like you got the actors, you got the voice actors, and then they can do a little bit more. I also wonder, do they get a more pay for doing motion capture and doing some reading the scripts and motion capture? But that's something that the latest Uncharted games do. I believe I heard say that Grand Theft Auto 5, they did a bit of motion capture sequences for that game as well. So very, very excited for the motion capture idea. Of course, the assistant writer Josh Schur, if I pronounce your last name right, and the creative director Sean, and excuse me, Lucas Nation fans and Lucas Nation fans, these names, SK. With the development of the characters and the story, the game builds upon gameplay elements established by the previous Uncharted titles. Again, very, very excited for this game. Female role, they're coming out. Not all guys can do this kind of job. They have some females into it too. So I'm really excited to see how the story come about. I'm really excited to see how the two characters meet. Chloe, she got a new design to her. Nadine, just expanding the story. I wonder, Tyrus, do you believe that we're going to see like Nathan Drake and Sully and even Helena for that matter?
No, I don't think we're going to see those type of players. I think they're retiring those players. Of course, if you've seen the end of Uncharted 4, Elena and Nathan, they have a kid named Cassie, so it just kind of, it's just kind of going after that story. They're done with those type of characters, because unless they bring them back for like a little sequence, will we see Sully into this? I'm not too sure. I don't work for Sony, I don't work for Naughty Dog, but maybe they can make it like a little appearance there. The plot is set 7 to 12 months after Uncharted 4, the series of Uncharted 4. The Lost Legacy explores the backstory and heritage of Chloe Fraser, played by, again, Claudia Black. In the game, she explores the Western Ghats in the midst of a civil war in search of the tusk of the Ganesh from the warlord named, again, these names, Azav, played by Yusman Ali. To do so, she partners up with the missionary Nadine Ross, played by Laura Bailey, antagonist from the Uncharted 4 series. So, Laura Bailey really explaining this role for Nadine Ross. First seeing her in Uncharted 4, and then now she gets a second game. That's pretty good. Really, really good to have that on. I'm very, very excited for them to kind of do that story development here. I'm just very, very excited for that.
Yeah, so again, I played different Uncharted games again. I played Uncharted 2 and 3. They're really going to implement gameplay styles from the Uncharted 4 series. I really do believe they're going to bring a lot of that out into the world, and I just can't wait to see how they develop this game again. It's just going to be really, 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 really awesome here. Expanding these characters again. This team is great, and Uncharted. I'm really glad Uncharted is keeping up with their values. I'm really glad that they're keeping on with the value of the Uncharted series. I heard that Jack and Daxter might be getting a game, so it's just really good to have, that company and Sony, they kind of coming back with legendary games that we've been born to play with back in 2010, 2011 era, 2012, and now you have 2016, and now you have 2017. So I can't wait for the game, and I really do hope that people will go out and play it. Of course, we're going to be reviewing it. We're going to do more gameplay of Omega Gaming, and of course, it's going to be out on Twitch. We're going to share the cutscene movie for the K.L.P video on demand, so I can't wait for that as well. So that will pretty much do it for the Lucas Chat Podcast Season 7 premiere. A little snip of what we got going on. Tyrus, where can they find us here at Lucas Chat Podcast?
Well, you can go to the link in the description below. We have all the Snapchats and the Instagram accounts via Host Stream Studios, Lucas Chat Podcast videos, and of course K.L.P Entertainment. Of course, you can follow all of our other social media accounts such as Facebook and Instagram for K.L.P Photography.
Thank you. I really do like that. You advertising K.L.P Photography like that. But again, you can follow me on Instagram at Kennedy Lucas K.L.P. That's going to be in the link description below as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the Lucas Chat Podcast Season 7 premiere with your host, Kennedy Lucas.
And Tyrus Lester.
Logging out.
In all in thrilling new living sound.
Brand new banger. Exclusive hot new mix. Let's go.